In this sheet, we are going to understand one question from NCERT examples that is based on Ampere's circuital law. Okay, we are going to solve this question using Ampere's law. In this question, a long straight wire of circular cross section, radius A. That means you can see that one wire of circular cross section is given. The radius of this cross section is A. Okay, so we can draw the wire like this. Its radius is given A. It is carrying current I. So one current I is flowing through it from this wire. This current I is uniformly distributed across this cross section. Okay, so this I is uniformly distributed. This line is important here. Okay, now question is calculate the magnetic field in the region R less than A and R greater than A. Okay, let us start now. First of all, we will solve for R greater than A. We have to solve for R greater than A. That means now at some distance, that means from its center. Okay, from its center, always the distance R is taken from the center. So suppose we have to take R greater than A. A is the radius of this wire. So that means we will be reaching outside the wire. Okay, this is R distance. Now here at this point we have to calculate the magnetic field. Now this can be done by Ampere's law. So Ampere's law equation is integration of B dot dl equal to mu 0 summation I. This we are going to apply. But Ampere's law says that we have to enclose the current. Okay, so in this wire the current I is flowing. So what we have to do now, around this wire, if this is the wire, around it we have to take a loop. Okay, so that this current is enclosed. So around this we are going to take a loop like this. Okay, this way we have taken a loop. Now the radius of the loop should be equal to the distance of the point where we have to find the magnetic field. Okay, now on this loop we can take dl and we can take magnetic field. Both are in the same direction. dl is the part of the loop and magnetic field around any wire. Suppose this is the wire, so magnetic field around any wire is also along this circle only. So that means we can take the current direction this way also or this way also. But the point is that D and DL will be in the same direction. Okay, this is the circular loop. On this circular loop we have to take DL element and magnetic field also will be according to right hand thumb rule around this loop only. That's why here we will write BDL cos 0. Okay, and how much current is enclosed in this loop? That is the total current here. Okay, after that B integration of DL mu 0 I. This is the same procedure which we do in the straight wire case also, straight thin wire case. Now integration of DL means what? You see this loop's radius is R. DL is the part of this loop. So integration of DL means whole circumference. That means it will be 2 pi R. So this way we will get B answer mu 0 I upon 2 pi R. Okay, so this is the solution for R greater than A. We have got the same answer which we get for the straight wire. So mu 0 I upon 2 pi R. This is the answer for R greater than A. Now let us take the second case in which R is less than A. Okay, we have solved R greater than A case firstly. Now R less than A case. This is little different. Now what? The point P is, which is at R distance, this is at less than A distance. Now A is the radius of this wire. That means the point is in the wire only. Okay, So we can create now the loop which is smaller in radius. Its radius is now r. Okay, so we have enclosed not the whole wire. Okay, suppose this is the wire. In this wire now we have not taken a greater loop. That means the point is not outside now. The point is inside only. So now you can see that in this loop only a small circle we have to consider, which will enclose only part of current. Okay, so since in this question it is written that current I is uniformly distributed across this cross section, that means this current I is present everywhere, so it is uniformly distributed. That means when I am taking the small loop, then I have to only consider the current which is inside this loop. Okay, inside this loop. So some of the current will remain outside of the loop, only some current will flow inside the loop. Suppose now the current enclosed in the loop is I dash. So how I will find I dash, that is important. So we will be taking the help of this way. When we are taking the whole area pi r square, then the current flowing total is I. Okay. When we are taking the whole area, that means whole wire, current flowing is I. So what about the current flowing in the smaller area? Smaller area is of the radius r. So how much current will flow in pi r square? You can calculate easily. Okay. So if in the pi a square area the current is I, so in area 1 the current will be I upon pi a square. So in area pi r square, current flowing will be I upon pi a square into pi r square. Carefully understand this thing. In the pi a square, current is I. So in area 1, current is I upon pi a square. So now in the smaller loop pi r square, how much current will flow? That is this. This we will be naming I dash. Okay. After that now we will apply the Ampere's law with the same equation. Okay. Then again in this loop dl and b will be taken. So till this step it will be same. B 2 pi r equal to mu 0 summation I. Now here the total current is I dash. Replace it with I dash and substitute the I dash value. So I dash value is pi and pi are cancelling. So I r square upon a square. Okay, you can see. After that now our target is to solve B. So B formula will become what? Mu 0 I r square 2 pi r a square. 1 r will get cancelled. So mu 0 I r upon 2 pi a square is the answer. Okay. So this way we have obtained the second answer in this question. Okay. Please note down this solution. Then we are drawing a graph also. Students, here one interesting graph we are obtaining for this question. We will be using these conclusions which we have till now solved. For r less than a, magnetic field formula is mu 0 IR upon 2 pi a square. That means magnetic field B is proportional to R. And in case when R is greater than A, then B formula we have obtained mu 0 I upon 2 pi R. You can see now here R is coming in the denominator. That means B is inversely proportional to R. So you see now if we draw a graph with respect to this distance R and the magnetic field B. So what will happen? From this wire, from its center, we will start moving to the surface and then outside. Okay. So how we will do? We will start taking the graph from the center, after that on its surface and then outside it. So how it will happen? When we are inside the wire, okay, that means from the center to the surface, R less than A formula will work. So B is proportional to R. So this is B and this is R distance. So B and R are proportional. So this way straight line graph we will obtain. Okay. Till A, radius. After that, as soon as we have crossed the radius, that means we have come out of the wire, then B is inversely proportional to R. That means the graph will be decreasing graph. So this is the shape of the graph for this question.